Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. I don't normally do things like this, but I did recently buy this trackball from Elecom. It is called the Trackball HUGE, and I got it to replace my aging Trackball Marble, which I've been using for a long time, but it does not have a scroll wheel, and I had to rig up this button so that if I hold this button and move the ball, then it scrolls. It's less than ideal, but it works. But I wanted to try something new, and I bought this. Has all kinds of fantastic Japanese writing on it that I can't read, but I'm sure it's all marketing stuff, and it has this cool flap that opens up, and there it is. So I thought I would just jump right in and open it up and do a quick test. So I got my scissors here. I thought I would just cut that. Oh no, I ripped it. Oh, did not mean to do that. Probably don't need to keep the box anyway, but I hate ripping the box. Of course, I opened it upside down. I am really bad at unboxings, apparently. Okay, take off that fun piece. And look at the size of this. Just humongous. I mean, it ain't called huge for nothing. Wow. This is fantastic. Okay, came with some batteries, came with a little USB receiver, and came with some paperwork, I assume, just how to put in the batteries and how the receiver works, stuff like that. It looks like there is an English portion. It talks about the buttons, left, right, tilt, wheel, pointer speed, back, forward, function buttons. A function can be assigned to each button. Ooh, trackball, pointer speed selector, and optical sensor under the ball. Okay, well, let's look under there. I guess I can push this out. Oh, that is hefty. That is hefty. This feels very plasticky, I have to say. There's not a lot of heft to this portion, but I think that might be okay. Definitely has a ball bearing here and here and here. I can't tell if it's actually rolling. Yes, it is. And then the optical sensor in there. It kind of fits pretty snug. Seems to glide pretty good. Of course, once it gets a few skin cells in there, it won't, but pretty typical. So let's put some batteries in it. I did find this little tool that hopefully I can get in there without breaking anything. Okay, well, that's cool. Not sure what L and H means. Let's figure that out. 13. Operation mode. Low power mode, high speed mode. Okay, well, I assume that in low power mode it will turn off until you click a button. Very cool. Japan design. Elecom, Japan design. So here's a look at the top of the trackball. This material here is pretty soft. Not too soft, but I can feel it squish a little bit when I push. And I don't know if I can express to you the size of this thing. If I put my hand on it, you can see the pad comes past my wrist almost. It's definitely to here. And I did not expect that. I thought it would be a little bit smaller, but this is just massive. Is there anything else to look at here? So we have two buttons here, two buttons here, a button here, a button here, a button here. I guess that's the left mouse button. This is forward and back. I'm not sure which is which. Let's see, probably back and forward, but I could be wrong there. And then it has a selector switch here for low, mid, and high DPI. And scroll wheel. You can actually tilt the scroll wheel. So it goes up, down, and in. I can depress the scroll wheel. I can tilt it down. and I can tilt it up. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but that is pretty neat. Can't wait to give this a try. Very cool. Well, let's hook it up and give it a go. Okay, well, I got it hooked up, and the first thing I've noticed is this thing is very sensitive. I'm barely moving my fingers, and it is going just shooting across the screen. So I'm going to turn it down to the low setting, and that feels much better. So I wonder if I just prefer it on low, or if I should go into mouse settings in the OS and turn it down here, and then put the switch back on medium. Yeah, I guess it's just super sensitive, so maybe I'll turn it down here so that I can leave it on medium. Seems okay. It's still pretty sensitive. The size is just hard to get over. It's just big. I might have overdone it. The thing I noticed the most is that my hand does not seem to fit the molding the way I would expect it to. I'll try to show that. So this is what I'm talking about. The natural position for my hand seems to be about here, but that puts my fingers here. So I would either have to claw my hand like this or scoot my hand back a little bit. And then I have a gap underneath here. My hand just doesn't seem to match this molding quite like I expected it to. It might just take some getting used to. So I used this trackball couple hours yesterday and a little bit this morning, and I have to say I'm not impressed. There's so many issues with this, and I'm just going to be completely honest. It doesn't seem to fit my hand right. I don't know if my hand is too small. This is meant for someone with big hands, but even that, I think that the tilt is wrong. So what I mean by that is that when my hand is on it, my wrist is very straight. And with the Trackball Marble, my wrist was bent just the right amount. I don't know if you can tell the difference. So it's the difference between this, like that, and this one, my hand is very straight and it does not feel natural. The other thing that doesn't feel right is where the palm rest is and you feel like you should put your hand, my fingers are past the ball, whereas on this one, I don't feel like my hand has to go on the track, this portion of the trackball. So I don't know. All that to say, I've not been impressed. Oh, and the other thing is that the connectivity of the trackball with the little wireless dongle goes out all the time. It's happened 4 or 5 times now, and I don't know if it's just something interfering on my desk or whatever, but that is definitely a showstopper for me. Not something I'm going to be able to put up with. And that's it. I don't know. That's my review of the Elecom HUGE Trackball. I have to say, not impressed. The build quality of it, I think, is adequate, and the ball is nice, and the buttons are nice, and the scroll wheel is nice. So it has a lot going for it, but the things that kill it for me are the shape and the proportions just aren't quite right. So and that's not something that you can easily see from an Amazon listing or eBay listing or whatever. It's just hard to see. So I'm glad I got it to test it out, but I think I will be sticking with the Trackball Marble for now. At least it's my standby, and I kind of know what to expect from it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you next time.